Today, back again with another video for you guys, and today we're going to be doing my full review on the Lumsing Bluetooth J05 headphones. Now, let's get into this. So, starting off, let's talk about the build quality and design of this guy. So, I must say, build quality wise, this is quite sturdy and it's very functional. I've actually dropped this a few times because it's very tiny, and when I take it out I'm not using it, it's in my pocket, so it's actually falling out of my pocket a few times. So it's actually built pretty well, and the design, I must say the design is pretty neat. So I'm really liking the design. It's very slim. Got your built-in mic right there, and then this part goes into your ear. And I must say I like these earbuds. These earbuds have not slipped out of my ear at all. As y'all may know from some of my other headphone videos, particularly the one that comes to mind is the the Ribo headphones, or the Ribo headphones. Those earbuds didn't stay in my ears quite well. I had to find the right tips for that. But these, I didn't even have to change the tips on this. This stayed in my ear and it wasn't moving. I actually took these to the gym and was working out with them. I know it's kind of funny to have that one Bluetooth earpiece in your ears at the gym, but hey, I did it. I don't care. So the build quality and design on these are quite good. Quite good. Next, let's talk about some core features of this guy. So as you may know, this is a Bluetooth. This uses Bluetooth 4.1, and it has a built-in mic. It has a multi-purpose button here. Got your volume up here, and it's pretty cool. But some key features here that I thought were nice is that you can actually use this multi-purpose button to interact with Google Now, and it does certain things while you're on call. So you can actually reject calls, you could transfer calls, you can redial, all with this multi-function button here. And let me go ahead and show y'all. I've actually done this, but just so I don't mess it up, this is how you that's how you reject the call, that's how you mute, that's how you redial a call, and then this is how you answer and end calls here. Just wanted to highlight that. I think that's clear enough for you guys to read. And then on the other side here, this is all the other stuff you can do. So you can actually play and pause your music. You can go to the next track with your volume buttons here, or you can go to the previous track with the volume button as well. You can transfer the call. So like, let's say you were on a call but you wanted to interact with your phone without messing anything up, you can do that here. And let me let that focus so you guys can read that. So I figured, instead of me demonstrating and trying to explain, I just go ahead and show y'all the instructions. And I must say, big ups to this user manual because it's laid out quite well, and no problems with this. But those are the features of these headphones, and like I said, it works quite well. I actually use almost all of those features except for the transfer between the phone and the device, so I can interact with my device. Didn't really use that one because when I was on a call, or if I didn't want to take a call, I just hit the button. And if I'm on the call, that must mean that that was an important call, so it's not a time to mess around with your phone when you're on an important call. So that last one I didn't really use. But everything else worked quite well. Hold on, guys. Let me take this quick call real quick. This might be important. Yo. Yeah, man, I'm shooting a video right now, so I can't talk long. Uh, it should be unlocked already. Alright, man. I'll see you when you get here. One. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. That was very important. So, and y'all already know I'm not going to edit that out. So, like I was saying, those are all some very key features of this headphone here. So, moving on. Now let's talk about sound quality and volume. Now let's start with volume first. So volume wise, I must say that this little guy gets quite loud. I actually find myself keeping it at about 7%. Now it doesn't actually give you a volume layout, but all I did was bring it down to mute. Cause all you do to change the volume is keep pressing this button. So I just kept pressing it till it goes down to 0. Then I counted it up to, cause it beeps when you reach the max, and you can hear it. So I counted it up till it got to the max, and that was about 15 clicks. So that being said, I keep it around 7, and I get really nice. The sound quality on this is really good. Now these ain't the most bassy of headphones, but it's really good. It's got a nice loud sound and it's very crisp and clear. So that was really good. So the sound quality on this is really good, and so is the volume. And like I said, guys, I keep this at about 7%, and it works perfectly fine. And that's pretty cool because, like I mentioned in my my Ribo headphone reviews, I like it when your headphones work really well at low volumes. That way you don't have to really keep cranking it. So the fact that this worked really well at a lower volume was really nice to me. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now let's move on. Let's talk about the mic quality of this guy here. So I've been using it for almost a week now. I mean, I think tomorrow makes a week. So, and I've done a lot of phone calls on this guy. I've done a lot of Google Now interactions, all that good stuff. And I must say, the mic quality on this is really good. Really good. Didn't have any issues when I was on a phone call. People didn't say I was echoey or anything like that. It was nice, crisp, and clear. Didn't have any issues. So the mic on this one, this is really good. It's a really solid mic here. I think Lumsing did a good job with this one. Alright, now moving on. Let me just quickly go over the steps to pair this device. And it's pretty much the same for Android, Windows, or iOS. So I got my Android device here. So all you really do is you cut on your Bluetooth. Let me cut it on real fast. And let's just go in the settings to make it real easy here. Let me go in. So you just cut your Bluetooth on, and you can see I had it connected, but for the sake of this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect it and repair it. So I'm going to push forget, and we're just going to repair it. So right now, it's off, and she has little voice prompts here, so I'm going to see if I can catch that on camera. So you press and hold. Alright. I think she came on, hold on. Press and hold this guy here. See, I can't hear it, hold on. Alright. Had to stick it in my ears to check. So, and she has audible tones. So it just said power on. And usually that light starts to flash. But really what you need to do is put it into pairing mode. So let me power it off real quick. I need to hear the audible cues. So take a second to power off right there, and then you just press and hold. and then she tells you you're in pairing mode. So now it's flashing. That indicates that it's in pairing mode. Then with your Bluetooth on your device, you should see it pop up. Right there you see it, the J05, so you just tap it and it's going to pair. Now if you were pairing it with anything other than headphones, the user manual has a little pin that you put in. So if you're pairing it with like a laptop or things like that and you need the little pin, it's in the user manual. But that's pretty much it. It's paired up now, so you could take your phone calls or listen to music, and you're good to go. And another neat thing about this is you can actually pair up to 2 devices at a time with it and go back and forth. Now, my Windows phone is way over there off camera, but this does work because I had it paired up to my Windows phone, my 635, and my Nexus 5X here. And I was switching back and forth between them, no problem. So that multi-pairing does work, no problem. But as y'all have seen, it pairs up, no problem, and you're pretty much good to go. Just wanted to go over that so you guys can see. And as I've said, it does work with the Google Now prompts, so I can go ahead and say, because now it's connected, I can say, okay, Google. Actually, I gotta hold it a little closer. Let me fix the mic real quick. So I can go ahead and say, okay, Google. And just like that, I can still interact with my Google Now and my phone without even having the phone close to me. So all that still works. Now, that was steps to pair. So let's move on now, and let's talk about the Bluetooth range and the strength. And I must say, I think what's quoted on the box is about 10 meters or 33 feet. And that is quite accurate. Didn't have any issues with the range or the strength at all. There were multiple instances where I had the Bluetooth headphones paired up, and I left my phone in the room, and I was still able to interact with my phone even though it was nowhere close to me. So I would say the range and the strength is quite good. Now, as always, as you get a little further outside the range, it does get a little crackly. So I do believe that 10 meters or 33 feet was quite accurate, because whenever I pushed it past that, you could really tell the strength got weak after you went outside of that range. Sometimes manufacturers just put that on there and you have a little bit more range than what they say. They just put that on there just to be safe. But the range on this is actually quite accurate, and the strength is really nice. So that's that. Let's move on. I already talked about some of the durability in this guy, so I'm not going to cover that again. So now, the next thing I want to talk about here is charging times and battery life. Now, let me just give you what the manufacturer says first, and then we'll go over what my experience was. So, on the box, in the user manual, the manufacturer says that this it's still in my ear, sorry guys. This unit here takes about 2 hours to charge. Apologize about that. I kind of forgot it was in my ear for a minute. But it's just a testament to how comfortable it is in the air to literally put it in and forget about it and use it and go on about your day. But anyways, the manufacturer quotes this as having a 2-hour charge time. And I must say, I actually wrote down some notes here. So the manufacturer says it takes about 2 hours. And I would say it took me about a little bit over 2 hours to charge it. So that's fairly accurate. And then the manufacturer says that it has about 4 hours of usage time, and that includes talk time and listening to music. Now, this is where I differ drastically from what the manufacturer said. They said 4 hours. I was actually able to get well over 5 hours, almost 6 hours. So, but that might just have been me. Like I said, everybody's usage may vary. But I was actually able to get close to 6 hours with this guy, and that was in my whole week of use. So, yeah. Now, another thing that I want to talk about here before we move on to the next thing is I explained to y'all how long it takes to charge and everything, but there's actually 2 different ways you can do this. You can charge up this guy, and this guy has a built-in battery in it, and charge your headphones like so. Put it in there, charge it like so. So right now it's charging. And then, so take about a little bit over 2 hours to charge on this. Now, when you charge this guy, you just plug it into any USB port and you can charge this. Now, when you plug it in, the light will stay a solid red. And this actually takes a little bit over 2 hours to charge as well. So when you plug it in, this guy will be a solid red, and when it's fully charged, it will turn blue. That's how you know it's fully charged. And I was able to get about 1 full charge out of this. So, yeah. That's pretty much it there. So, this is mainly the main way that you charge the device. Make sure I line up these pins. Alright. So now it's charging, and this light will stay on until it's fully charged and then go off. So that's how you know that it'll be fully charged, because it'll go off. And then another way you can do this is you just, let's say this guy was dead. Mine is actually fully charged right now. But let's say this guy was dead and your headphones was dead. You just plug this in like this and plug it straight into a USB port. And now you're charging this guy while charging this guy. You could do it like that as well. But I actually think this way of charging is actually quite convenient. Because let's just say you charge this before you go to bed, and you get up in the morning and you grab your Bluetooth headset here and throw this on the charger before you leave, or you take it with you to work because you got a little portable power bank that uses USB, or you got a laptop or something, so you take it with you to work. While this is charging, you can be using this. And as I said, I've gotten close to 6 hours of runtime with this, so that should more than enough. That should be more than enough to get you through a day. But like I said, take that with a grain of salt because everybody's usage may vary. Alright. Yeah. So I just wanted to show y'all that real quick. So that's the charging and the battery life on this guy. And wow, this review is actually getting kind of long. Alright, so now gonna start wrapping this up. I got a few more things I want to talk to you about. So now I just want to take you guys through some of the positives and negatives of this device. Let's start with the positives first. So some positives might be that it's cableless, of course, no cables on this, and it's Bluetooth. So any Bluetooth device this should work on. You got a built-in mic for taking phone calls and interacting with Google Now, or Cortana if you use Windows Phone, or Siri if you use iOS or Apple devices. So there's that. The battery life on this is quite good. Quite good. Like I said, the manufacturer quotes it at about 4 hours, but I was actually able to get about close to 6 hours, about 5 hours and 45 minutes, give or take a few minutes. So the battery life on this is quite good. This is actually very small, compact, and very portable. The way you charge it is actually quite nice. So you don't even need any extra cables to charge it. You just need this little guy and then you make sure this little guy is charged, that you can charge it, or you need this little guy and a USB port. Some of the main functionalities of this guy is actually quite nice. You can make and receive phone calls and reject phone calls, and you can skip or go to your next track, all with these few buttons here, so that's nice. It's actually very easy to use, and you can't really get confused, so that's pretty cool. So, and the actual comfort of this guy, before I forget, the actual comfort of this guy is really nice. Now, y'all have seen in some of my other headphone reviews that comfort's very important to me, and I was very happy to see that this guy was very comfortable in my ears and it didn't slip out. So that's pretty much all of the positives there. Oh, and also it gets quite loud, and it's actually quite clear, and you don't have to crank it up too loud to be able to use it the way you should. So it works quite well at lower volumes as well. Now, some negatives, and there might be a few. One, I wish this actually came with another headset. I'm sure that they was targeting this towards business users, but it would have been nice to have two pieces. So it would have been pretty cool if you had another piece that you could connect, and then you plug it in, and you have a dual headphone setup, like more like a regular pair of headphones. That would have been cool. Another negative would probably be this guy. Although it's a very innovative way to charge your headphones, let's say, Lord forbid, that you accidentally lose this guy, then there's no other way to charge your headphones. So that's actually a downside, because I know a lot of people who might pick this up might have a tendency to lose this. So unless you guys sell this separately, I'm talking to you, Lumsing, unless you guys sell this separately, y'all might want to think of a different way to actually charge the headphones, because I know a lot of people might lose this little guy. Other than that, I must say that there aren't really that many negatives with this. Other than that, so other than those two things I mentioned, that's pretty much it for the negatives. So now let's move on. So now I'm going to give y'all the price, and then I'm going to give y'all my final thoughts and maybe a recommendation. So right now, if you go on Amazon, you can pick this guy up via Amazon for $25. And I must say, on Amazon it's $25. If you jump over to eBay, it's about $31. So I must say, for that price, this is a really, really solid, inexpensive pair of headphones. And I think they really did a good job with this. And if Lumsing actually comes out with another pair, a more traditional pair, like an over-the-ear style of headphones, I might have to pick that up to review, because this is actually nice. And I'm looking forward to holding on to this for a good while, because now this makes things a lot easier for me, and I don't have to, although my over-the-ear headphones are nice, it can be a little clunky sometimes when you need to do things. So this is a nice, simple, easy solution to that. So, yeah, now you guys may be wondering, would I recommend these? I would have to say yes. For $25, you can't really go wrong with this, and you're going to get some really solid battery life out of this, so I would have to say, yeah, I would recommend this. Alright guys, I think that about does it for this headphone review. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all did, please help your boy out and give it a thumbs up. That really does help me out. If you enjoyed this raw, uncut content like this, please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below to get notified as soon as new videos become available on YouTube. And lastly, if you guys know anyone out there looking for some really solid devices at some really great prices, please share with them my channel, because I'm doing this for everybody, because we all deserve the best. And real quick before I get out of here, I just want to again thank Lumsing for sending this out to me to review. I really do appreciate it when manufacturers take time to reach out to some of us smaller guys on YouTube. And I feel it gives us more of an opportunity to build relationships with manufacturers, and so we can grow our channels as a whole. Also, yeah. Also, I'd like to thank Lumsing for really giving me the freedom to really talk about the device however I see fit. I really do like it when manufacturers put no stipulations on you, because nowadays some manufacturers that you get devices from, they really have certain points that they want you to hit, and they don't really like it when you talk negatively about their products. And I must say Lumsing was not like that. They really wanted my fair and honest opinion of their product, and I must say I really appreciate that. So thank you again, Lumsing. Anyways, guys, I think that about does it. I will catch you guys in my next video. I apologize if this video was a little long, but like I said, I really wanted to cover everything for you guys so y'all really know the nitty-gritty about this before you pick it up. But anyways, that being said, I hope you guys have a nice day, and I will catch y'all in my next video. Peace.